What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's up, you guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna apologize now if I mispronounce the name. M.I. Abaga, I believe is this gentleman's name.
Abaga.
Or Abaja.
One of the two. Let us know. Let us know.
So this rapper, man, was kind of brought to us. He kind of came up in conversation, man. George and I, we were working on something behind the scenes, man, with another guy you guys know, but I don't know if he wants to keep it under the wraps or not, you know, until he releases the project. So we're gonna keep his name anonymous. But M.I. Abaga or Abaja came up in that discussion, man, and we actually had no idea about this guy. Like, apparently he's one of the dopest dudes on the continent.
On the continent of Africa, apparently.
Just crazy.
And we heard a verse from him, and man, he went crazy on that verse. And that verse,
that was impressive, man.
That's why we're here.
That like perked up our ears. We're like, you know what? Maybe we should take a look at this guy.
We gotta take a look at this dude. And so that verse is what brought us here. You know, so shout out to, you know, that anonymous figure, man. That, you know, kind of somewhat indirectly sort of introduced us, not indirectly, directly introduced us to this rapper, man. But apparently he's a big deal. He's from Nigeria, I believe. CEO of Chocolate City. He's got he won Best Hip Hop, Best New Act at the 2009 MTV Africa Music Awards. He was nominated in the Best International Act category at the BET Awards in 2010. And you know, just to kind of name a few of his accomplishments. And it seems like he's a veteran in the game. He gets a lot of respect. And we've been really trying to, because we're blown away, you know what I mean, by a few artists there in the South African scene, man. We didn't know it was like that. So we made it a vow to ourselves to really touch that scene, Africa. Expand our reactions a little bit internationally, man, to get a better feel for what's going on outside of America, man. So give us some feedback, man. I don't know if this is the right song. This is the song that came up. We randomly just searched him up on YouTube, and this song was one of the higher songs, you know, the higher viewed songs. And the Viper just sounded cool to us. So I don't, you know, really know what's up with it. We like the artwork. Fuck it, you know. Now, we heard him spit, but we haven't heard, and it was on a beat that we were very familiar with, but we haven't really heard him put a song together. Yeah. So we know a lot of guys that could just write and rap their ass off, but when it comes to composing music, that's a different story. So let's see what this is about. All right, let's get into it. M.I. Abaga, or potentially Abaja? Let us know if we're pronouncing it correctly. The Viper. 50 Cent.
Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
So many times,
thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
And so the Viper wants to war with me. My OG called and said, yo, I don't reward him, B, remember. Building bridges been our priority. Remember
who's this? Timbaland? Missing?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's who it is. That was the shit, dude. Don't even get me started on that. I don't want to. So he better destroy this beat. That's what I know.
I don't know. Well, it looks like it's a reiteration of the beat.
Yeah, but still though.
Even the sample itself, Timbaland killed that sample. And for those of you who don't know, man, me and Ryan were just talking about Missy Elliott's "Sock It to Me." Timbaland, the producer who produced that song, used that same sample, the bum 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 bum. Just to give y'all a little taste of it, man, so you guys can compare the beat. This is what got us crazy. This is one of the nastiest beats to this day.
Yeah, shit was hot.
The way he rocked the drums on this, the way he punched the drums in.
Timbaland, though, dude.
It's
a lot
amazing.
of people don't really
we can make a whole separate video, man. Let's get into the song, but that's Missy Elliott. Sock It to Me. Check that out.
That shit was
similar
cold as hell.
production to this song, The Viper, man.
That
All
shit
right,
was cold.
Let's get back to my man M.I., man.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
And so the Viper wants to war with me. My OG called and said, yo, I don't reward him, B, remember. Building bridges been our priority. Remember who you are, Judah promised me. And so I swore by my name.
Hold on, real quick. We're gonna let this rock.
So the Viper wants to war with me, huh?
My OG called, said, yo, M.I., don't reward him, B. So I don't know if he's saying
so
don't
reward
him and don't respond to him. Don't give him any like. So I guess this is a diss to somebody.
So I guess they must have dissed him first, right? Because he said don't even reward him. So don't even respond. So that's telling me that someone may have said something, maybe it was a tweet or a song or something like that. Don't even respond. Don't even reward him. Don't even respond to him because he ain't even on your level, so to speak.
Okay.
That's what that's saying to me. I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds
Don't
like,
even
right?
reward him, man. Don't bless him with even.
I'm like running with the shit.
But it says here, exactly, but it says here, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. So he's like, yo, man, he's trying to say in an innuendo in a sort of a slick way that this guy's my son, man. He's going to end up bowing before me. So now we know that this seems to be a response to a diss or a diss. I don't know.
Some kind of beef of some sort.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Start it back up.
Children shall bow down before these, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
And so the Viper wants to war with me. My OG called and said, yo, I don't reward and be. Remember, building bridges been our priority. Remember who you are, Judah promised me. And so I swore by my name, cause there is no higher authority. I will not destroy you, instead I give you maturity. Your soul is unclean, your heart is full of impurity. And jealousy, nigga, jealousy, yeah. This isn't a diss, this is truth. Listen, this is wisdom I'm giving to you, cause you my youth. You can never battle through your default setting is lose. Is why I choose when you raise your alarm to hit that snooze. You always hated me. Your very first line on your first single showed how you rated me. But line see, I've always rated you. You know be made to me, though you should look up to me like your pilot. I'm happy my son is taller, doesn't mean you won't abale chale. You've had a jealous heart since you was a child.
Yeah, I'm sure
there's a hard bar there. So y'all gonna have to help us out, man. Help us out. Because he said, he's talking to him like he's his son. He said, I'm happy my son is taller. Like, you're growing up. You know me, but you're still my son. Doesn't mean you won't debale chale. So let us know what Nigerians in the comment section, man. Help us out with that line, the language there. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what that means. Because I think that there's a bar there.
Right. He's referencing something that we just can't get.
And he was basically saying the dude was his son. So there's a shot right there. We just don't know exactly what that means language-wise. But then the alarm snooze was hard, right? This whole verse sounds like a dad that's talking down to his son that wants to discipline him, but also help him and make sure that he learns from this, right? So that's the way it's coming off, right? This isn't a diss. This is the truth. Listen, this is wisdom I'm giving you in case because you're my youth, man. You're my son. I'm your OG, man. So let me help you, but also smack you a little bit.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's the vibe I'm getting from
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't think you really understand what you're trying to do, but let me help you.
Let me help you. Your soul is impure. Your soul is unclean. Your heart is full of impurity.
And jealousy.
Yo, let me cleanse you. You know what I mean? Let me cleanse you. So, but the line that I really liked in here was, you can never battle Jude. Your default setting is loose. That's why I choose when you raise the alarm to hit the snooze. That was hard. When you raise the alarm, when you start barking and howling at the moon, him being the moon, I hit the snooze, man. I'm sleeping on you. I'm not even paying attention to you. And when he says your default setting is loose, I think a loose foundation is how I'm taking that line. I could be wrong.
It could be, yeah.
But your default setting, like, where you are right now, your soul being unclean, you're not solid right now, man.
You haven't built the correct structure.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to it.
You my youth, you can never battle Jude. Your default setting is lose. Is why I choose when you raise your alarm to hit that snooze. You always hated me. Your very first line on your first single showed how you rated me. But line see, I've always rated you. You know be made to me, though you should look up to me like your pilot. I'm happy my son is taller, doesn't mean you won't abale chale. You've had a jealous heart since you was a child. That's why everybody who loves you ends up used and defiled. Choosing denial, blaming everyone but yourself. Already fake when no one knew you, and then fame didn't help. Look how you treated YSG when them niggas really believed in you. Fucking snake, you always bite the hand of people feeding you. AQ was your guy, you did nothing to help him blossom. No, but since he's been around me, that nigga been doing awesome, yo. Your manager and cousin gave you all cause he believed. When you got arrested, he sat in jail with you and wouldn't leave. But us your head, the hearts got rid of nigga just like a weave. And he still put you on a CV. We gave him a job at CCC. We rise by lifting others. Who you lifted? Nobody in all these years can say the vector put them in position. Wow. You sinned against the order of heaven. That's why God has brought you to me to be reborn and forgiven, my nigga. Let's pray.
Baptizing them.
Yeah, basically.
Trying to baptize
basically.
this motherfucker, lyrically.
Basically, yeah. And it's always difficult for me, man, when I don't know the story. You know, because you don't know if what is really truthful, what really happened, or if that's just you what we used to call like capping and you just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you just really did these things really happen, or is this something that you just think is true and it's just kind of like a rumor, you know?
Yeah, give us some feedback
Yeah.
on what he's saying. I mean, are these facts, from what you guys, or does he have, because it's hard to use facts, but does he have a solid foundation in what
Yeah.
he's saying? That, okay, well, we get, from a public standpoint, you could see that these things are true and have truth in them. Let us know. I mean, obviously, there's an entertainment value aspect of it in these battles as well. But let us know, man. And let us know if it looks like we might be going down a rabbit hole to try
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
get to Viper. I guess Viper's response. He kind of, that name's a handicap right now. The
Viper. Yeah, the Viper.
The snake.
Yeah.
Even though he's like the Viper, like I'm a killer, I'm an attack. But now it's looking like you're a backstabber, how he's flipping it. So
What did he say to end that verse, though? He said, you sinned against the order of heaven. That's why God has brought me to you to be reborn and forgiven. Let's pray, my nigga. So, my nigga, let's pray.
Pray for it.
Let me go ahead and it's almost like he's the angel of repercussions.
Okay.
Now you've called me down here, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and reset the balance. Let me restore order.
Right. Let me baptize you real quick. But I mean, you mentioned this, Ryan, man. You mentioned like you don't know what's a rumor, but I'll tell you this: I don't know if this is a rumor, but he's got some pretty specific information in here. Whether or not it's true or not is something that you guys are gonna help us with. He said you got arrested. You sat, and someone, I guess your manager, AQ, whoever, sat in jail with you and wouldn't leave, and he still put you on his CV. We gave him a job at CC. So these are pretty specific, detailed points that he's making. So if I am a betting man, I would say that this is probably some factual stuff going on here. But let us know in the comments, man.
I swear by my name, cause there is no higher authority. I will not destroy you, instead I give you maturity. I'm trying to save your lifeline, Ray. That's my priority, cause you let jealousy, fuck your legacy up, yeah. This isn't a diss, this is compassion. This is Papa talking to you instead of giving you lashing. I know your fans are gonna demand that you revenge, but will they crowdfund for you when it's time to pay your rent? I'm willing and able. I put 20 million on the table, that's budget for you to spend. And CC will float your label, just swallow your pride. Let me show you how to be king. You came with chickens to my spot, but didn't buy chicken wings. Let your niggas fly, it's my spot, y'all can eat free food. Should be you waited for my reply, so let me CC you. You have a choice, take my hand and let me free you. I hear you roasting in your girl's place, your beast BQ. You're not even top 5 from Yoruba land. Model Dibado, Da Green Remy, YC and Files, I'm on CVQ. And I'm the GOAT, so tell me what I gain if me beat you. I'd rather me teach you so you can reach. No, that will never happen. So when you're old, your children ask you what happened.
Yeah, that was a good verse, though.
That was.
He had some lines in there, man. The CC line on Ryan, you want to touch that?
Yeah.
What did he say up top, though? He said, this is Papa talking to you instead of giving you a lashing.
Yeah.
But before that, he said, this isn't a diss. This is compassion. Like, I feel bad for you. You're a lost soul out here, man. So I'm going to provide the guidance like a father figure, like a higher being to get you on the right path. But will they? He said, I know your fans are going to demand that you get revenge, but will they crowd fund for you when it's time to pay your rent? All this shit, this revenge shit and going back and forth, that's not going to get you anywhere is how I'm taking it.
Yep.
It's literally your fans could crowd fund you. But will they though? Or will this get you anywhere? Probably not.
So I guess Sheeby is somebody in his circle. He's like, you waited for my reply. So let me CC you too. Let me give you some of this smoke too. Let me give you some of this backlashing as well. You know what I mean? I thought that was a hard
Slick.
because it's a play on when you CC somebody in an email. You're including them into whatever conversation that you guys are talking about.
This is for you too.
Let me group everybody in. You know what I'm saying?
You need to diss y'all individually, man. This is for you too. And I think the theme of this is just that he's ruining his legacy. He's letting his jealousy and his hatred and his all this bitterness mess his career up or derail his career.
Yeah.
So let's get back to it. So he's trying to be that godlike figure, big homie, OG, whatever you want to call it, to get him right.
I hear you roasting in your girl's place, your beast BQ. You're not even top 5 from Yoruba land. Model Dibado, Da Green Remy, YC and Files, I'm on CVQ. And I'm the GOAT, so tell me what I gain if me beat you. I'd rather me teach you so you can reach. No, that will never happen. So when you're old, your children ask you what happened, cause people laughing, just tell them daddy was jealous while rapping. Daddy was jealous from birth, was jealous inside the scrotum, jealously looking at other sperm cells, wishing you choke him. Daddy was jealous of your mother, and that's how I fucked myself. Daddy was jealous of MI, but damn, I should have stopped myself.
It's gonna be quick, but he said when your children ask you what happened, cause people laughing, just tell them daddy was jealous while rapping. He said daddy was jealous from birth, was jealous inside the scrotum. Jealousy, looking at other sperm cells, wishing you could choke them.
Like,
Damn.
like,
Before your inception.
It's like you were innately born to be a bitch nigga. No,
He's jealous. But this is very true. That is a perfect description of breaking. That's a perfect breakdown. Absolutely.
So when you're old, your children ask you what happened, cause people laughing. Just tell them daddy was jealous while rapping. Daddy was jealous from birth, was jealous inside the scrotum. Jealously looking at other sperm cells, wishing you choke him. Daddy was jealous of your mother, and that's how I fucked myself. Daddy was jealous of MI, but damn, I should've stopped myself. One day on stage, and daddy started blabbing. The reason why is when MI and I would fly together, would sit in different cabins. So when daddy saw MI ciphering, jealousy got the best of him. MI was telling Hennessy, pay the rappers who rapping, but daddy thought it was about him and tried to send him a message. And MI taught dad a lesson, and daddy made full confessions. Then daddy started being jealous, and daddy became a blessing. Daddy said, yeah, Tito and Boogie were disrespected. Then daddy's daddy MI said, my son, your gift is special. Remember, just don't be jealous. God wants you to be a vessel, my son.
Daddy's daddy. Yeah. He said, and then daddy's daddy am I. You know what I'm saying? This whole perspective of him, you know, him talking to his children or whatever the case may be, like, you know, like, what he's saying, man, you know, and he's saying a lot here, but it's like, dude, you're going to be an embarrassment to your kids, man. You know what I mean? Like, look at what your kids would think of your behavior, man. You're acting like a straight up bitch.
Yeah, dude.
That's what Ryan said throughout this, you know?
But I think he painted that picture so well, you know?
Yeah, he did.
And then what did he say here when he said, daddy was jealous of your mother, and that's how I fucked myself?
Yeah, that was slick.
That's a slick little play on words and perspective, right? Because he's talking to his son, but he had to have sex with his son's mother to create the child. But he was jealous of her, so he fucked himself. That was a slick way to put that whole scheme together. So to me, not even knowing the having a reference point of the beef and what's going on and really not having the whole perspective, he really brought this perspective scheme to life. Yep. It was just, this was
about an argument.
This was scathing here.
Even right here when he said the one day on stage and daddy started blabbing, he said the reason why is when MI and I would fly together, we would sit in different cabins.
Yeah.
He said I was in first class. He was back in coach, so he was salty.
Exactly.
He couldn't be in first class instead of being happy to be on a plane in general.
I'm telling you.
Be happy, you know, your time will come, but he let jealousy get the best of him, killing him. Yeah, we're going to have to hear the Viper's response, though, man. We'll do the Viper, man. Get us that response.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to be fair. But all I know is, without us knowing too much, the way that this was constructed was dope.
Full confessions, then daddy started being jealous, and daddy became a blessing. Daddy said, yeah, Tito and Boogie were disrespected. Then daddy's daddy MI said, my son, your gift is special. Remember, just don't be jealous. God wants you to be a vessel, my son. You mean all this noise and seizures is because you didn't get a feature, nigga? Damn. I'm always helping people shine. You got the same platform. Worry about yours, not about mine, my nigga. Damn. I still love you like a son, so I promise that you can diss me how you want. I won't respond to you. But after dropping your diss track, I hope you sit and listen back to everything that MI spat, because it's true. It's better to give than to receive, and so I'm giving you for free a gift. And between you and me, you know I'm right. So give them what they want to see. Get all your memes and your retweets, but just don't only win the beef, win in life. They call me short man at the headies, and I could have been real petty, but my head is always heavy from the ground. Jock City Warner doing biz, and now my shares can help you feed your kids when you sign. I built that from the ground. You came and drank at a place I own. I'm trying to help you get your own line. Ray, I represent a higher power. I represent the voice of God to you.
Focus.
So all these years, you ain't helped one person. You ain't put one person on. You ain't signed nobody. It's no manager, no artist, no fashion designer, nobody connected to you doing well. It's because your heart is fucking bitter.
Oh my God.
Psalms 1. Go read Psalms 1, bro.
Said, go read the Bible.
If you were right, you would blossom, and the people around you would be blessed.
My brother, not calm, how they go. I know I see. This has to be the only one. Not this guy.
Yeah, there's a lot to touch, and we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. There's a lot to touch, man. But one thing that I got out of this as I was especially this last verse, is that I really believe he's genuinely trying to help
He's
this
got
guy.
love for him.
He's got love for him.
Yeah.
But this is exactly how I would, if someone really did me wrong, this is how I would talk to a family member. Like
Yep.
I'm really like trying to. I mean, I'm a discipline you to let you know that you own some bullshit. But like I'm gonna come from a place of love at the same time while I'm smacking you around.
Man, you know, I really enjoyed this, George, man. There's a lot that I want to say, but one thing I want to touch on right now that had me cracking up at the end is he said, he's all, man, all these years you ain't helped not one person. He's all, not a manager, not an artist, a fucking fashion designer, a fucking barber. You ain't put nobody on nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't helped nobody do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny, but what I got out of that is what you just said. He cares about him. And it's like, dude, you have to give back, man. You haven't done anything for anybody.
Yep.
And it's important, man, because you can't really grow an empire, so to speak, if you don't reach out and help people at the same time, man. And then one line I want to touch real quick, man, before we end the video, man, because it's, you know, I call it goal-oriented rapping, man, when you throw these little slick lines from a boss perspective, man, because he owns that Chocolate City as his record label. I think that's what we saw on the wiki, right? And he said Chocolate City, Chalk City is what he said, and Warner doing business, I'm assuming Warner Brothers is doing business. He said, my shares can now help you feed your kids when you sign. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's a stunt line. That's a big boy boss talk. Like, dude, I got labels and this and that. So come on over when you sign, you know, I can help you. As you trying to diss me, I can help you feed your kids. So I'm still helping you, but that's still a slick line saying that I'm still over you and you still don't know who you really messing with. But come on over, man. I'm gonna help you feed your kids for generational wealth, but I'm gonna show you that you need me to do it.
But I love how he said, man, he's like, you know, he obviously this is a diss here, but he's like, I'm not even responding, man. He's just like, it's not about winning a battle. You know what I mean? Win at life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Again, kind of tying into what we've been saying about him really wanting him to help. And this is the thing about disses, man, when we talk about disses. And, you know, we did a pretty famous diss on this channel that we got a lot of shit for. You know, but it's one thing to come and just rap. And have a lot of punchlines and metaphors and this and that and hit people with, you know, multi-syllables and all this other stuff and show your technical skill in rapping. And that's great. And if both parties are rapping in that way, then we can judge technical who was better technically.
Exactly.
But when one party is getting personal and using angles and really just diving into someone's whole history and unearthing their personal flaws as a human being, that is what resonates with me, man. You know, I appreciate skill, but this was skillfully done as well. You know what I mean? There were bars in there, right? The alarm snooze line and you know, the son, the daddy perspective and the angles. You know, there was skill. That whole scheme was crazy. Yeah, there was skill in this. You know what I mean? But he got personal. He really unearthed. He really exposed some of the flaws in this dude's game. He's like, dude, he talked about, you know, these are all these people around you, man. You had a little bit of success, but yet all these people around you in your camp didn't benefit from it. So you're not helping people. And then some of those same people join my team, and then I got them a bag.
Yep, exactly.
And that can be verified, right? So I mean, how can you talk? What can you say to me?
Exactly.
You know, and that's what I look at. I look at like, at the end of the battle, man, who do I not want to be? And right now, I don't want to be the Viper. You know what I'm saying? Who made who look less than? Not who just was technically saying just more skilled. Who made who look the worst? That's what y'all should be looking at on who won the battle. So salute, man.
That was hard. That was hard, man. I think J. Cole, to kind of piggyback on you bringing that full circle about painting the picture of who have you helped around your team. I think J. Cole said it best in Middle Child when he said, what good is first class if my niggas can't sit?
That's right.
What good is all this money if I'm not sharing it with anybody else? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You're gonna be you're gonna have a whole bunch of money by yourself.
Yeah.
That's a great life, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
So yeah, give us some feedback on the Viper, man. We got to get a Viper a fair shake.
That's true.
You know, right now that was
I'm
pretty.
excited.
That's pretty strong.
I'm excited.
This was pretty strong. I don't know what people are saying about it, but to us, that's a very strong diss, man. It had a lot of dimension and layers in there. With the religious aspect, him being his dad, yet his godlike figure, meaning wanting to help, compassion, him having personals. That was a very good diss. So
and it wasn't, he didn't motherfuck him to death either.
No, he didn't need to.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it was just straight up facts.
Yep.
You know, so give us some feedback on what we should be listening to from the Viper so we can really give a fair comparison, man. I'm excited, though. Like Ryan said, I'm excited to hear what the Viper has to offer, man. So that's it, man. Very, very good introduction to MI.
That was cool.
Still don't know where he's at this is a diss, so I'm not gonna like put this in the song category.
Yep.
So we still need to hear like music from him.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? But this was still, I mean, two
Solid,
for two.
solid.
2 for 2 from Mr. MI, man.
Yeah, man.
Salute to Nigeria, all the African subs that we have,
Stand
man.
up.
Y'all always support us, man. So we want to keep, on top of the fact that we just really enjoy your artists, we want to keep delving into that scene, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.